how did this film get into the hands of Sony?
So, Mrs. Barclay Parlour, I think I can safely say from all of us in the studio that your mother's work has been a huge influence on all of us. I mean, the Peter Rabbit books are so iconic, I cannot have enough of them. So we would be honoured if we can make a live-action movie on your mother's books. So if you do not mind signing here, I mean, that would be great.
Oh, this is simply marvellous. May I actually ask what you plan to do with the movie?
Of course I can. Remember that guy from Jurassic Park? You know, the really old guy? Well, we were thinking of getting him to play the villain. But then we thought, hey, that would take way too much money and way too expensive, so instead we're just gonna get that really shouty, annoying guy from the Star Wars movies. We were actually gonna think of a really cute plot of all of the bunnies, all of the rabbits, and kind of making it a little bit more dark as well. But then we thought, hey, that would probably be way too much effort, so instead we're just gonna make Home Alone. We thought about getting a really cute English actor to play the part of Peter Rabbit, a very new upcoming actor. But then we thought that would be way too hard, so instead we're just gonna get a douchebag from the Late Late Show. Well, I don't think you've seen my mother's work at all, and I refuse to sign your movie, and I don't think you would even get your movie anyway. Well, technically we don't need your permission. All we really need is a permission from a descendant of a family member of sorts.
Oh, come now. Who do you think would be so stupid to sign a thing like that?
Mommy? Can I have a cookie?
Hello, what's your name?
My name's Dorothy!
Hello, Dorothy. Do you know how to write your name? Well, do you mind writing your name in big letters right where the dots are?
Oh boy! I bet you're right for leading to the class how smart I am!
Pleasure doing business with you, Dorothy.
You know, I wouldn't even be surprised if the conversation went down like that. Hello and welcome to the Peter Rabbit review. The Peter Rabbit stars James Corden as Peter Rabbit for reasons, and he's a little rabbit, he's Peter Rabbit, and Mr. McGregor, who's the previous owner of the house that he steals from his garden, and he gets really pissed off at him about it, you know, read the books. He's passed away and his nephew comes in to sort out all of his welfares, and that he has a romance with Bea. I think she's supposed to be a reference to Beatrice Potter, the author of the books. And we have our movie, which is pretty much Home Alone 3 with rabbits. Before I start this thing, I just want to say that I don't think Sony are that bad. I know I've been bashing them for the brains for that, but I don't think they're that bad. They have made some good movies, but they've also made some horrible movies, and just movies that are just like, why does that exist? But I think they are a good company. And also, I don't really want to talk about the controversy around the allergy thing. Like, I'm aware of the allergy thing, and even though it wasn't really handled that great in the movie, it's not really the main problems I have with movies. Do you know what I do have a problem with? Movies that insult children by just how dumb they are. Not saying that children are dumb, there are a lot of really smart children out there, but when you have a movie that is clearly made for children and just insults just how dumb they are, this is what happens. Peter Rabbit is pretty much a good example of this, which is actually really sad because I think these stories can be great in live action. There's clearly some effort in the animators, like the animation is really nice on the rabbits, but also you also see that with other characters as well, that just looks like a cartoon. There was like, I mentioned before that Mr. McGregor, who is mainly the main villain in the books, I'm not really familiar with the books, so forgive me, but he dies through like 5 minutes at the end. Oh, just to let you know, he's also played by the guy from Jurassic Park as well, just for a fun fact. He's replaced by Donald Gleason, who's clearly just there just to get a paycheck. He's there just to get a paycheck. He's like, yeah, I don't care, you know, just throw me around the place and I'll get my paycheck at the end. And that's pretty much what he does. I hope he uses that check for hospital bills, because you're gonna need it, Donald. And also, like, this is something that another reviewer has said, that I kind of felt the same thing when I was going into this movie. I felt like this movie was trolling me. It starts off with like a live action thing. It starts off with a musical live action thing with birds singing. And, like, Peter Rabbit comes in, he hits them, because apparently in this movie, Peter Rabbit is violent, he's not cute at all. And so, after that scene with Mr. McGregor's garden, they cut into, like, a, like, cartoon animation. And they do that quite a bit in the film, that they cut to a cartoon live animation that I felt like that could have been a lot more interesting than the movie we got. In the end, Peter Rabbit, it's really insulting. Not like the worst thing ever, but it insults children's mindsets. Adults are just gonna like rip their ears out, and it's baffling that a story that's supposed to be so simple and so sweet is just so predictable and so modern. I have nothing against modern things. I've been watching the new series of DuckTales. I love it. It's modern, it's great, but with a movie like this that has like soundtracks that's clearly made for a modern audience. Nostalgia Critic pointed this out in his Lorax review, that you should always go for good than what's popular, and this what this movie does. It goes for the popular than the good. I really wanted to like this movie, but I just can't. Okay, so what do you think of the Peter Rabbit movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.